Hello, today I'm going to show you how to do one of the activities that are in your maths booklets that you have got. So in the Year 4 maths booklet it's activity number 5, and in the Year 3 maths booklet it's activity number 4, and it's called How Many Ways Can You Show? Now what we're going to be looking at today is we're going to be looking at some fractions and just doing some different visual ways that you can represent those fractions. So I'm going to do it for fraction a half today, just to show you how to do it. If you are in Year 3, it says on the activity to have a go at either doing a quarter and 3/4, and also I thought you could maybe have a go at doing a third. If you're in Year 4, it says a quarter, 3/4, a third, 3/8, 1/8, 3/10. So I would start with one of these ones here to start off with, and then move on to these slightly trickier ones afterwards. So what we're going to do is you start by writing. All you need for this activity is a piece of paper and a pen. You don't need anything else, just a piece of paper and a pen. So I'm going to be doing it on the whiteboard so that you can see. So you start off the activity by writing the fraction in the middle of your piece of paper. So I'm going to do it for a half. You can circle it like that so that we can know we're doing a half. And then all we're going to do is around that fraction, we are just going to draw different ways to represent that fraction to show a half. So I'm going to start by doing a nice obvious one that we often see. It's kind of my pizza, a circle, and I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to shade one side. And there we go, we have a half shaded. You can obviously do it a lot neater than that. I'm just doing it for the sake of speed. Another way that we could do it is you could draw a square. And instead of halving my square down the middle there, I'm going to do it diagonally. And again, shade one side, and we have a half shaded. Now you could use very similar ones for any of these fractions that you were doing. You would just need to divide it up into the right amount of parts. I'm going to do some circles this time, so I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles. Now I know half of 6 is 3, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to circle 3 of those circles, and you can see that I have half of those circles circled. What we're going to do now is I'm going to draw some triangles. This time I'm just going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. Okay, doesn't matter where you place them, they don't need to be in any order, because all I'm going to do is I'm just going to shade 2 of them. Actually, I'm going to colour 2 of them in red. I've got my black pen, and I'm going to colour in 2 of them in black. If you were doing this, it might be good to have some different colours with you, lots of different colour pens that you can colour them and make it nice and colourful as well. It's good to have at least 2 colour pens. I'm now going to have a go at drawing another square. And I'm going to divide this square into 4. Now I know if I've got 4, for it to show half of those 4, I'm going to need to colour in 2 of them. So I'm going to shade in 2 of those squares, and you can see that shows a half. Also, I'm now going to just do some number representation. So I know that a quarter is the same as the decimal 0.5. I also know it's the same as 50%. So have a think about whatever fraction you're doing. There might be some number ways that you can represent that. Also, I know that if I'm doing a half, that 10 out of 20 is also the same as a half. I'm just going to have a little look at my sheet, see if there's oh yes, I've got another one that would be good to do. So we can also do, if we're representing a fraction, we can also draw a number line. So think about where your fraction would come on a number line. So I'm going to draw my number line. This is a 0 to 1 number line, and I know that right in the centre we have a half. You could also write 0.5 on the bottom there to show that. So we have a number line, so you could show it on a number line if you can see that on the screen. There we go. Another one that we could do is I'm going to draw a, I've not got much space, I'll have to do it nice and small down here. I'm going to draw a little box. I'm going to divide my box into 8 this time, 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom, and I'm going to colour in half. Now it doesn't, you can't see that, yeah, there it is. I'm going to colour in half. Now it doesn't always have to be done in order. Now if I have 8 boxes, I know that I need to colour for half of them to be coloured. I know I need to colour in 4 of those. So I can colour in this one, I'm going to colour in this one, colour in this one, colour in this one. So you can see that there are half coloured in there. So there, lots of different ways. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ways of showing that fraction, of representing the fraction a half. So see if you can have a go. Have a go at doing maybe starting with a quarter, maybe a third, 3/4, similar things, different ways that you can show that fraction. Thank you very much.